specific memories. That's you know, in Chico, shows you've been to where you were like, this is it. This is why I love this town. Maybe you were performing, maybe you weren't, you know, but something.
I think one of my favorite memories was Spark and Cinder Band. They were really a good band. They were like dominant in this area for years, and they had all of their equipment stolen from their band Volkswagen bus. Not the most secure thing in the world. And so we got together. My band had recently broken up, and everybody flew up here. We played a gig, and a whole bunch of people showed up, and we ended up earning enough money with our reunion gig to buy the band all new equipment. You know, and that's a great memory for me because it was the last time that version of my band played, and it was a reunion gig. So what a satisfying kind of, you know, coming together of a bunch of things like that. But I love the Spark and Cinder Band. They were really, really innovative. They were playing reggae before anybody even knew about reggae around here. And Jimmy Fay, the drummer and singer in that band, used to write amazing songs. I think maybe my favorite moment in Chico, as far as like seeing another musician, I saw Tommy Emmanuel, and I was convinced to bring in my cameras and film him. And Tommy invited Bob Littell up on stage to play with him. And I caught with my cameras this moment. He just invited Bob to play one song because everybody said, hey, the guy who manages the Sierra Nevada Brewery here is a pretty good harp player. So Tommy plays a bunch of notes and turns over to Bob with kind of like a take it, and Bob throws it right back at him, and you could see Tommy's eyes just go, holy crap, you know, this guy can play. So then he threw some more riffs at Bob, and Bob threw some back at him, and we caught all this interplay, and Tommy's eyes getting bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, and Bob just doing what he always does, you know. That was a great moment, and we captured that moment and put it on PBS too. But
now he has Bob up regularly now.
Yeah, Bob is world class. I mean, it's kind of funny. There's a lot of secrets in Chico where there are people who are playing all over the country, and then they're just the guy you bump into down at the coffee shop downtown. Gordy Oliger has this thing that he does called the banjoologist, and he puts on his hat, and he actually has a pair of shoes that he wears. Gordy's usually barefoot, but when he goes out on stage and he's the banjoologist, he's got spats, you know, and he's got this whole study done where he transforms and becomes the banjoologist. He's like this modern day Mark Twain, where he tells stories and he pulls out the banjo mandolin and the banjo ukulele, and he tells little kids or adults, you know, about, you know, how California was settled, and, you know, whatever it is. He studies the town before he goes there, and he'll tell you, you know, if he came to Chico, he'd tell you about the Bidwells, right? But if he goes to Stockton, he'll tell you why it's called Stockton. And he's amazing. He's not just a musician. I mean, he's a damn good player, but he's also a storyteller and a humorist. And so there's people like that a lot of people don't even know are here in Chico, you know, great musicians. The Mother Hips Band, another great band. They're, you know, I just saw those guys singing the national anthem at the San Francisco Giants baseball game during the World Series, and they talk about it, Chico.
And they started here.
Yeah, they're great. Mamuse, Mamuse is a great group. Those two gals, wow, they've just got something that's completely unique. Nobody in the world sounds like them. And they've been on Garrison Keillor's Prairie Home Companion, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of great musicians here in Chico. And there is, I mean, every time you see somebody like that, if you're an up-and-coming musician, you got to think, wow, there's some hope that I could do that too, you know.
What do you think it takes? Like, well, you know, perseverance, self-sacrifice, you know, like what?
You got to be willing to travel, and I'm not, so that's why I'm a producer, you know. I do not like being stuck in a car for a long, long drive, and so that's why I gravitated towards being a producer. The musicians now come to me, but I think it takes perseverance. I think, you know, people say 90% of it is showing up. You got to have talent too. I think you have to have a commitment to play your instrument every day. and make sure that you get better at what you do and learn from everybody you can learn from. So you go to find yourself a mentor, somebody who's going to teach you not only chops, but the business, how to put your show together, how to put a press kit together, how to promote yourself. And a lot of times you can pick that up from somebody who's done it before you.
What's some creative promotional techniques you've seen where you thought, now that's a way to do that?
Yeah, let me think about that one for a minute. Turn off your camera, let me so you save your battery.